Hello, I'm Simulator Dirk and welcome back to TramSim Munich. We're again riding on Route 28 and we'll see how we go on this occasion. So we're just waiting for the signal to change. I haven't adjusted any settings from the previous episode. However, there has been another update. This is the third update within the first week of release. As I'm recording, we have the signal now, so we can go. And let's see how we go. I actually managed off camera to do a little bit more of the tutorial. However, the part of the tutorial includes getting a passenger in a wheelchair onto the tram, but the person gets stuck on the ramp and doesn't come all the way out. So let's see how we go this time. Right, see if I can remember the procedure. We'll put our park brake on. We'll open the doors, and then we'll alright, so the ramp's not quite out all the way yet. Okay, that sounds more like it. Oh, is he actually getting on? He is, and then he gets stuck, which is exactly what happened in the tutorial. So if we have a look inside, and if we turn around, there he is. So I wonder what would happen if we now raise the ramp. Let's have a look outside. Okay, so if we raise the ramp, he gets on. So we need to finish raising the ramp. Now we hear those noises. Okay, so now we can shut our front door. Other doors are locked. There's the happy beep. And we don't have the signal anymore. We'll take our park brake off while we remember. Our station operations have been completed. Okay, getting ready to go. And off we go. So we have successfully loaded a passenger using a wheelchair.
So Karlsplatz Stachus. Umstieg zur U4, U5 und zur S-Bahn. Change here for U4, U5 and S-Bahn services.
So there have been some helps if I press the correct button. So let's see if we can go through and do a complete run of Route 28, so we'll end up where we started without any incidents or without any glitches. So far so good.
Ottostraße.
Intersection. So we'll stop here and we will see what happens. I haven't made any adjustments to the amount of vehicles and the amount of trams so far. I did turn them down a little bit a couple of episodes ago. Now apparently there is a continuation of the program where they were working on trouble spots for AI vehicles and trams, so over the coming episodes we'll see more about what happens in relation to that. So in real time, TramSim Munich's been out for about a week now. Now, the H light is on, so that means the H light there was on, which means that the person using the wheelchair wants to get off. So, if they do actually get off, is another thing entirely. Looks like they do want to get off. Just need to push that button down a little bit more. Okay, they've got off successfully, so we have successfully transferred our first passenger using a wheelchair. Woohoo! And apparently that is also coming soon to TramSim Vienna. We'll have a look outside. There we go. So we can now, of course, in real life, you don't have that particular luxury of being able to look at the outside camera to see if the wheelchair ramp has been deployed successfully. So we'll take our parking brake off now. I think it's officially called the stop brake. And we're clear to go. great timing going under the roundabout. Oh, this spot would just be a tram spotter's dream. We're not clear yet, are we? I think yeah, we're okay now.
Richtung Schaltplatz. Pinakotheken.
A10, yes, excellent. Still got quite a way to go before I complete level 1, I think. Come on, door 4. Let's go.
Schellingstraße.
Stop point 1. I think in some locations the stop marker is out of whack. Like, I think it's supposed to be more towards those tactile tiles on the footpath, which gives the wheelchair users a reference point and gives us a reference point. But I think in that case in particular, the marker for where it wants you to stop is well out of place. So I think you should be lining up that your front door with the tactile tiles.
Nordendstraße.
Well, I don't know what that glitch was. is a lot closer to, you know, it probably should even be that white line. That's better, that was a 10, and the marker was in the right spot. Whereas before, I don't think, at the previous stop, I don't think it was in the right spot. Now the real test, of course, is going to be if I turn the number of trams and AI vehicles and pedestrians off a lower setting. That's going to be the real test.
Elisabethplatz.
Great timing there. So our station work was completed, and then as soon as that happened, the lights just happened to change in our favour.
Kurfürstenplatz.
So I believe from memory we go straight ahead here. So that little triangle means that we can go at restricted speed and give way to traffic, I believe, from memory. Now one of the issues has been with pedestrians, oh now it decides to draw in right down the back there, as with pedestrians apparently riding on top of trams, which I haven't experienced myself, but the ones that are only half visible because the rest of the pedestrian is actually underneath the road or the path. Haven't seen any of that so far on this route. So now we're just got to wait for the lights to change. Now I think we've only got a couple of stops to go before we turn around and come back. Can't really see, now we can go. Can't really see the tram light from close to this start of the intersection. front. And obviously it's on the same route that we are. I'm not going to open my doors yet. So we're just going to just wait a little bit. Because, okay, that tram's moving off now. So that's good. So I was worried there that the tram ahead of us wasn't going to move off, but it did. So that was good. So now we wait. All of our doors are closed. We'll lock them very shortly because we're about to get underway again. So there's a lot of concepts that are similar to Vienna. Okay, we've locked our doors now. There's some little differences between the two.
Schaltplatz. Umstieg zu 2 und 3. Change here for U2 and U3. Endstation. Terminus.
So we're coming up to our final stop on this direction for the Route 28. And off we go. So just like Vienna, Munich is a loop-based system with doors only on the right-hand side. And we've got the signal. So we need to wait for this tram to depart. So that's indicating that we're 30 metres away from the actual stop. Now it may be the case, I can't quite remember, it may be the case that there's actually not a separate arrival and departure stop. So let's have a look outside for a minute. So we're not quite on the platform yet. Our destination indicator's already automatically changed. So just looking inside at our passengers. There's our view out the front. Now if we can have a look at our IBIS, we're 42 metres away from our stop. Now it actually doesn't say that I can tell what time we're actually supposed to depart there. Just coming up to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now there is one way that we can test this. Actually I'll sit back in the seat. We'll unlock the door. Oh, this is the one where you press the button. It might not be time for the tram to depart yet, but anybody read German? Because I can't. Now on the other side, there's a passenger information screen, which may give us some clues. Now there's one due out in 1 minute, which I presume is the one in front of me, and then 11 minutes, which I presume is me. Now I wish that it actually would have brought me onto this area, because it's only the one route. Wish it had have brought me onto the other track, so I could at least pick up passengers. Okay, he's moving off, so I can get back to my tram and let my passengers off. We'll close that door. Oh, he's only moved up so I can press the button, I think. My passengers have waited long enough, so I'm going to let them off.
Linie 28, Richtung Linie 28, Richtung Tour.
So the passengers have waited long enough, I reckon. obviously you wouldn't be able to do this in real life, but oh, that's going to be a great bit of cover art for this episode. So there's absolutely nothing we can do until the one in front of me moves. Which I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Now at this point I've got everything set to basically run automatically in terms of the points, etc. Now there's one due out in 9 minutes, so not sure if that's me or if that's the guy in front of me. Where are we? Okay, so this stop, this particular route, is, or the particular track, seems to be for the 12, which must share a part of the route of the 28. Oops, wrong button. So there's not really much I can do now until the tram in front of me moves off. I'm hoping not to have to end the episode here because nothing is happening. Although what we might do, we might actually end this particular run here. And we'll go back to our main menu. We collected 242 tram stopping points. And I hope I haven't killed things forever. Nope. So we'll create a new game. Route 28. And this time we'll use the Vienna Ultra Low 4A. We might try a storm. And we'll see how we go. So I don't know if this works if you don't have Vienna. But seeing as though I have Vienna, I definitely know that it works. So you can use the Vienna trams in Vienna and also in Munich, and you can use the Munich trams in Munich and Vienna. So we'll see how we go. We're going to start off at the exact same place we left off from. Oh, that storm sounds alright. Just gotta wait. In theory, as long as the voltages are the same and the gauges of the track are the same and the loading gauge is the same, there should be no reason why I couldn't use a Munich tram in Vienna and vice versa. Now there is more weather coming to Munich as well. I haven't tried dynamic weather yet. Just the sound of this storm. Here we go. Oh, jeez. Look at that. Oh, wowee. As my old mate JP might say, wowee. Oh, that didn't quite work. Why is my tram not stopping?
Karl-Theodor-Straße.
Oh, okay, that doesn't look as good. Sounds great. And because everything's in German, I don't know which one's my windscreen wipers. Oh, I think I know what's happened. Yeah, I think I know what's happened. Which is annoying. When I started driving the Munich tram,
Clemensstraße.
when I started driving the Munich tram, I had changed the key bindings because the key bindings are different on German keyboards compared to English keyboards. So I bet if I go to the key bindings, if I go to settings and I go to controls and general controls, it'll probably come down to your left down here, your left A, accelerate is correct, it's the Q, neutral position is A, de-accelerate or braking is Y. On a German keyboard that'd be good, but on an English keyboard, the way that I've got it set up, and the way that I've set it up in Vienna, is Q for power, N for neutral, Z for brake, because they're all in a line on the keyboard. So we'll save that. We'll go back to the menu and we'll do the same thing again, but this time with the ability to stop, because I'm like, I'm pressing it, and nothing's working. But I realized why it wasn't working. Why it wasn't working was that I'll go a winter storm. And we'll change it back to the ULFA, which is what we were trying to use before. So now we will see what happens, then we can actually stop. So it's set up, the controls are set up per tram, not global controls, which is something that you're going to have to watch if you're switching between trams. And then as soon as I couldn't stop, I'm like, that's the reason. Because I did remember that I had to switch this. So now if I stop, make a liar out of me. There we go. Now this more looks like snow rather than a storm, but we'll see how we go now that we know we can actually stop. Oh wow, he just got on himself. The passenger in the wheelchair. So let's have a look at our settings again, our controls for the num1, num3. Okay. There we go. Happy ding. That seems to be okay. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to waste time. So let's go back to our menu. Let's continue. Now, I did like the idea of the storm. Okay, Route 28. Alright, we'll just go back to the Munich tram and we'll try and drive in the storm. see how we go. So we're back in the Munich tram, in the storm. Now sending us off to the left again. No tram in front of us this time. Let's get our wheelchair ramp out. Now that sounded like it deployed, not quite all the way yet. So we got it to like stage 1. That's better. Oh, it actually lifted him into the tram. Alright, that's in the lock position, so we'll close our door. We'll lock our other doors. We get the happy beep. And we'll turn our blinker off. We've locked our door. We'll take the stop brake off. What we should have done, and it's too late now, do it from the cab. You press this green button, LZA, and if we go outside, let's see, whoops. Let's see if it's worked. Yeah, so what we should have done was, when we're at the station, press the green button on the IBIS. So that's good to remember for next time. You can either do that, or you can go outside and press the button that's on the platform.
Theodorstraße.
So now we have to wait for the traffic lights and the signal. Ow. So now you'll notice on the IBIS that that green button isn't there. So we need to wait for our signals to change. Okay, our signal has changed. on, door 4. Here we go. Good timing. Hang on, people.
Richtung südliche Tor.
Okay, so the lights are getting ready to change. So there's no real advantage of locking our doors at the moment. So someone's taken advantage of that. They've opened door 4 again. Okay, door 4's locked. All closed. Now they're all locked. We should nearly be at the end of this cycle. Amber light comes on. Green light.
Kurfürstenplatz.
So we have to stop regardless here. Okay, getting ready to go. Now we can go.
Richtung südliche Tor.
Right, happy beep. Let's go.
Elisabethplatz.
stop light for the passenger using the wheelchairs come on. So they've pressed the button inside the carriage, which means they want to get out. The ramp. And then press it again. Pull the flap. Okay, they've wheeled themselves out. Now we reverse the process. So it's a two-stage pressing of the button. Alright, that's done. Cool. Alright, we've got the signal. Tell for me. No, we haven't. The mirror's right in the blind spot, but I can see enough of the mirror to know when the part of the line that I can see goes down to the bottom, well then I can move. So there we go, we can move. The lights have changed. I'll take the park brake off.
Nordendstraße.
Waiting for door number 6. Door number 4, I should say. Too fast. Right, let's go. See that crack of lightning, not over cane fields. Now we're wait for the lights to change. are in relation to the... That's supposed to be the free camera.
Pinakothek.
The storm. It's a pretty sweet storm. Alright, we'll go to the start of the roundabout. Here we go, we've got the signal through the roundabout. That'd be handy to turn trams around if you could only go halfway around the route.
Ottostraße.
Okay, and we've got the signal through the rest of the roundabout. But I'll judge it on when the other tram goes. Okay, he's going, so I'll go.
U5 and S-Bahn services.
Alright, so we'll wait here. Traffic going across the intersection. But I'm going to use the free camera for a moment. Fatal error. This happened. This is exactly the same spot last time, I think. Anywho, I've been Simulator Dirk. You've been wonderful. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and bye bye for now.